YouTube, hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. We are on to the Rising Tide DLC, and we actually finished the Platinum Trophy this morning. If I remember, I'll post a little screenshot or a clip of me getting the Platinum Trophy from, because I streamed it on Twitch at 6 a.m. because I'm sleepy. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. This will be the end of the Final Fantasy 16 series here on the channel. So if you haven't watched the rest of the series, I do have it in a playlist. All of them are 4K videos. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, man. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 16. I enjoyed going back through the Final Fantasy mode. And today we'll be doing the Rising Tide DLC on the Final Fantasy mode. So I'm very much looking forward to it. I've heard it's going to be pretty challenging. Looking forward to seeing how it is. And I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to see what the Leviathan story is. Excited to see what else they're trying to tell us, how they wrap up the tale. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are as well. Appreciate y'all being here, YouTube. We'll see you in a bit. And here is our level 90 completed save file on Final Fantasy mode. Bam. You can see here that I'm not a liar. Platinum trophy right there. We did it. Big pogs. Big pogs all around. I think actually for the 16 playthrough, I think I did have my camera on this side, if memory serves me. We'll fix it. We'll send it back over there, obviously, when we go back to Rebirth. But for now, we'll keep it back over here where it was before. And I think I had chat on this side. I think. Was there anything over there that you guys would have blocked? I don't think so. Because my abilities and stuff are down here, right? I don't remember. We're going to find out together. That looks right to me. I guess we'll see. So obviously we can go through and do the Omega Dungeon again. At this point, I don't see a reason to do Echoes of the Fallen on the Final Fantasy mode on stream. The weapon that you get at the end, which is Omega Weapon, it is the same Omega Weapon. It's just Omega Weapon Reforged, which is the Final Fantasy version, Final Fantasy mode version of the weapon. It has the same exact stats as Ultima Weapon. So other than that, it's just a challenge. If we wanted to go back and do it, we could. I didn't see a reason to on stream because we already did it before. So I'll probably do that offline just to have some fun with the game still. Could maybe go through with the Leviathan abilities and, you know, mess around with Omega with the Leviathan abilities. But we'll see. And then other than that, oh, is this actually better? Wow, it's got 38 more health. I don't know how much better that is. I guess we can see if we can combine stuff with with old Blackthorn. Hello, Blackthorn. Can you enhance any of my stuff? No. Right then.
And
all right, that was terrible. Bye. All right, bye. Huh. Oh, and this sword on my back, by the way, this is Ultima Weapon. This is what Ultima Weapon looks like. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the look of it. It's very sharp. No pun intended. But I love that color blue, like more than most things in life. So. Unmarked.
Cid.
I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied. Okay.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Good question, Clive.
Why, what now?
Hi, Jill.
No. I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
Try me.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
Valid.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there.
Hug. Boom, 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 boom.
I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned.
Maybe.
What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long.
Hmm.
Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
Okay,
But
I can buy
if he
that.
has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every
Lost at
nation
sea.
in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together.
Valid.
Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As
I
am
don't see a problem here.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto.
Yeah.
Hold down the fort,
I'll keep an eye
please.
on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thanks, Otto.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
Woo! My face is in the way of the thing being accepted. Rising tide! Woo! Anyway. Hey, that's just this game, man. It's not me. Quest station. Oh, this is the wrong place for my face. Yeah, not good. Not good. We'll find it. We'll find a happy home. Quest destinations for the Rising Tide are indicated with a B. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed into the do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the do list, you can do so on the Journal tab in the main menu. No. All right. I'll just hide my camera whenever we need to, you know what I mean? Feel me? We'll just move it. All right, we gotta find Layla in Northreach. I actually don't know how we're doing on potions and stuff, so let's stop by Karen really quick. Boom, 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 boom. Don't want to come with us, Dion? Could use Bahamut. Bahamut. Bahamut.
Still alive, are ya?
You.
Is something the matter, Karen?
Oh, I didn't mean to do this. Stop. I'd offer to help, but no.
When you
Phew. For the DLC, I had it on the top
it's a
right.
dangerous
Down for
world
that.
out there.
Up here.
best stock up while you can.
Bam.
Go on then.
This is probably correct, yeah. I had no potions.
Rubbing me blind, you know.
I forgot we just fought Ultima.
Better I'll be here.
Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. Mythos.
Is that all?
I did get some new orchestrion rolls as well. Oh, you know what? We actually got some new stuff, by the way, that I haven't accepted yet. So we got the Cortana, and the only reason I know what this sword is because I played Final Fantasy Record Keeper, and this weapon was a burst soul break in Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy Record Keeper for a character that was from Final Fantasy 14. So it is a Final Fantasy 14 weapon being brought over to Final Fantasy 16. I imagine people who play Final Fantasy 14 know what this is, but I know it from Final Fantasy Record Keeper. So you also get the Torn from the Heavens orchestrion roll and the Through the Maelstrom orchestrion roll, which I imagine we'll hear both of those while we're playing. So I won't listen to those just yet. But one of the ones that I wanted to play while we were still looking through here, I think it's probably down at the bottom. This is one of the DLC ones. We don't want to do that one. Let's do Logos. This one. Very quiet. It's just quiet. All right, off to Northreach. Boom.
To the Vale it is then.
Doop boop boo. Doop boop boo. Doop boop boo. Boop boo. Doop
Looks
boop
like
boo.
you've got a thirst.
But enough talk.
Hello, hello.
Behind the...
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
Thanks, Clive.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Yes, God, please, Layla,
Other
please.
things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically.
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isla Feist Bay.
Isla
There
Feist?
you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
Okay.
And that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Yeah, I've been out there once or twice, believe it or not. Yeah, okay. So let's do one thing first. Let's set up our, before we get other abilities, let's set up our DLC ability set. So like I said, we are going to be rocking at least Odin and Odin and Titan. So we're going to put Odin here, and we're going to put Titan in the last one, because that's what I'm used to. And now the question is, do we want to rock Garuda, Ramu, Bahamut, or Shiva in the first slot? Anything sound interesting? Deadly Embrace is the one that is kind of like the Nero hand from Devil May Cry, where it grabs them towards you, but if they're big, it actually grabs and throws you up into the air so you can do aerial combos. Ramu is the one with the Blind Justice. They actually buffed this ability, Blind Justice. And you can now, while you're charging it, you can dodge while you're charging it now. Makes that so much better. So much better. Bahamut has Wings of Light, which turns into Mega Flare, where he shoots a whole bunch of things into the air. Oh, we'll have fire abilities for sure. That's Mega Flare down there. You see it shooting down all the light beams. And then Shiva is a dodge, which is good. But if you dodge perfectly, it actually freezes the enemies in the area with permafrost, which then makes them unable to move while you sit there and beat them up, which is pretty like that, which is pretty dope. Any preferences? I'm leaning between, yeah, Garuda sounds fun. All right, I'm down for Garuda. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then we're going to be rocking the Will of the Wykes. We're going to be rocking Flames of Rebirth. You know what? Instead of Flames of Rebirth, let's rock Aerial Blast. They buffed Aerial Blast as well. And I like that. Let's do Dancing Steel on the square for Odin. We're going to rock the Diamond Dust. And then... let's just do Wind Up and Upheaval. I feel like these skills are just really good overall. And we can always start to adjust things as we're feeling things out. So new skills for me are Aerial Blast, Dancing Steel are the two new abilities that I'm using. I should probably do more than that, huh? We should probably actually play with some new things. Let's play with some new things. Let's do... what else got buffed? A couple of things in Ramu's kit got buffed too. They recognized that Ramu wasn't as strong. Flare Breath got buffed as well, but Flare Breath is not my favorite ability. Mesmerize could be fun. Maybe we'll do Ice Age and Mesmerize. Just have some ice theme stuff. Gives us a little bit of everything. There. And now I've got 4 new abilities instead of just 2. And this is good because this is very similar to the other square attack that I had there to begin with. It's a charge attack, and this was an AoE attack, which is the same thing I had before, and that should make things pretty easy. Like I said, I've got everything mastered already, so we don't have to upgrade anything. I've got some leftover ability points in case we need it.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
I want to remind Joshua where we live, as he judges somebody that lives in the outskirts of town where no one else lives.
He realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Thank you, Clive and Jill, for immediately putting him in his place. Goodness me. Right. Like, golly.
Duke has pledged
The Duke. Every time they say the Duke when I run past him, it makes me think of Moulin Rouge, and like... I don't need to watch that movie again. I've seen it enough.
Well, the tent is where Layla said it would be.
Hello?
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
No one.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
A boat?
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
Okay. I mean, they were here recently.
The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
Clive, but close enough. I gotta start at the butt. What up?
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Morts of Water.
Oh, right. I knew that. I was like, Mysidia? I know Mysidia. And never mind. They said that. Never mind. I'm good. We're good. Keep going.
The moats of water.
And it looks like one,
The
doesn't it?
tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive.
That's good. Great
Though
job.
we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Nice axe.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
It's water.
The surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Oh, that thing. Sorry.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing.
You invited me. You keep being rude. It's a good way to get a sword to the chin.
Not that I'll hold it against you.
Thank you.
The wave was
Thank you.
raised by Leviathan in an act of rage.
Okay.
Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
Okay.
And you want us to?
Free it.
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
No.
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
That sucks.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest.
Is it the $25 we had to spend to play this game?
First, you will tell us everything
Is
you
that
know
is that
about
where the
him
confidence
and
is coming from?
into his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay?
Yeah, let's go.
My people await you there.
I'm ready.
Lead the way.
Oh, I'm still in just chatting, dude. Oopsie doodle. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Cool. I didn't really put two and two together and where this actually was. So we actually get to go explore this northern area now. Oh my god, how much were you going to be able to use magic with all of this blackened areas? That's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There was no gameplay yet.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit
I'm
of
holding.
getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point.
Oh.
It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Ah!
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you?
Clearly not.
Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
Right. Get fucked, devil, it's blue! Ha! He's just gonna be like, oh yeah, what's all that brown?
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
Thank you. Shula, I hope everybody's just as grouchy as you are. Lead on.
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
I suppose we haven't revealed yet that we're all dominants, so... Boom, 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 doom. Boom, 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 doom.
Finally.
This ain't even the halfway point.
You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Homecoming. Entered Mysidia. Make for Shula's village. Okay. Doesn't seem too far away. We're good. Or Garuda. What ability did I pick again? Aerial Blast. That's right.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous.
Hey,
If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
I'll be all right.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
Get him, Shula. Oh boy. New items, maybe? Or are they just more silk? We're right. Yeah. What up, homies? Level 100, huh?
All set.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
All right. This is gonna be pretty tough. This is just the basic enemies. That was fun. What did I even take damage from?
It's over.
Oh, it popped off a poison cloud.
Earlier
Okay.
you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then,
Valid.
where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
And it's in for a long wait.
True. Northern Wolf. Fight me. Fight me! I just realized my up is elixirs and not potions. Ratchet, welcome on in. Let's do items. Potions. Add a shortcut. Bam. There we go. Yeah, level 100. I might actually struggle a little bit. Guess we'll see when we get to the first boss fight.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Oh, good. Left sides look cool. Area looks cool. Excited for the pan.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
It's not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
That's pretty cool. The mid-November. Oh, did it get like super cold? Wow, dude. Place looks gorgeous. Oh, in Persona. Okay, that makes more sense.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so...
Green.
so...
Alive. How
I'm
is-
sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here. If you'd care to accompany me.
Easy enough.
Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Dope. That's a shit ton of progress in Persona, though. Although, if I remember right, I haven't played Reload all the way through yet, but unless they, like, change something in the summer,
Beautiful.
those days go by
Sure.
fast.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Yeah. I know I don't have to stomp on them, but, like, it's just so fun. Alright. Is there anything over here? Inaccessible. Break down the rocks, jump over, climb. Do something. Alright, fine, we'll keep moving. Whatever.
Are those stones glowing?
They are.
It's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
So don't smack it with my sword. Got it. That area is pretty. Probably work on getting this maxed out in case I need it for something. Okay. Get about the same amount of experience as you get for killing things in the main game.
If the surge was an act of rage,
It is a lot.
One wonders what prompted it.
81? Yeah, it's not too far off then. That's not too far off. As you know, most of the stats come from the weapons and equipment anyway, so like, you're missing what, like 30 attack? You won't be doing that much less damage. Dodged it. Let's use tornado. Whoop. Hey, come on in. This is fun. I forgot how fun this is. Yeah. Come here. Ah, I missed that ability. We used that ability for so long in our base game playthrough. That was so fun. Reflection of fire for Phoenix Shift? What is that? Enhances Phoenix Shift, increasing both movement speed and distance. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if they're going to do that for, like, all of them. We'll keep Root on for now for the circle ability. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, left. Doop doop doop. Doop doop doop. Boom 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 boom. Boom boom. Boom boom. No. No. Boop boop boop. They scream real loud. They're just like, ah!
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
Those birds were loud. What's over here? Does it? Anything hiding over here? Besides birds? Ocean. Don't hit with my sword. Nothing happened. Clive still can't swim. Yeah, that goes far. Yeah, I tried just to keep my focus on like where the enemy's at. Hello?
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Yeah, very pretty.
Outsiders?
They were just like, the blight's not here, go to town. They're like,
Look at the size
Bet.
of that dog.
my
All
dog.
right now. Back to your duties.
Damn, Chels.
You'll have to forgive my people the
Ugh.
curiosity.
No, it's a
don't get
village
many
of
visitors.
magicians.
Oh, any? Truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
Thank you.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
I mean,
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell,
That's
and
true.
the light forced them ever inland, where
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours.
I would. It's clearly
That
they
building
lied.
over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you.
And until then,
It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
thanks.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
All right. Minwoo's cup. Huh. All right. right, cool. Let's check it out.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Outsiders should stay.
Yo, Minwoo, you here? He's not. He's not. They just named that part of water for him. Pet Turgle. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I think, wasn't Mysidia in Final Fantasy 2 as well? Or am I tripping? I am tripping. It was only in Final Fantasy 4. Maybe I'm not tripping. Was Mysidia in Final Fantasy 2? I don't feel like Mysidia was in Final Fantasy 2. The stores? Anything in the stores for me to buy? No, it's just like a storeroom, not stores. Alright.
It's the outsiders. Look, that one's got a black cape.
I do have a black cape. Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
We must flee.
It's all right. They're the tributaries' guests.
After what their kind did to us.
At the beginning of the game, yeah.
Long do you think this bridge has been?
Cute little village, though.
You used to work on the outside.
The poor things are as pale as ghosts. Are they unwell?
I don't think so, Mum. It's just the way they are.
Sounds like people from Florida.
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
Thanks. I mean, I think that I was very vocal about my displeasure regarding Final Fantasy II, but I meant that in more of a compared to the rest of the series. I didn't think it was a bad game. I just think that when you like stack it up against the rest of the Final Fantasy games, it does not stack up. That said, I still had fun playing the game. It's just not as it's certainly not my favorite. I actually liked the Final Fantasy III Pixel Remaster. That was fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I suppose.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
I think it's
He
cozy.
said for that. It can't have been easy
I like
keeping
it.
this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
Walyas?
This man, Wallius, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's fair, yeah.
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed.
Oh,
the poor bear of
no.
even that.
It's just a little baby?
Walyas was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icon sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
How do you expect us to break that?
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off.
Okie dokie.
There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the surge.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Ceaseless rill. Thank you.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have.
Why would they be
regarding the
indisposed?
village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Oh, I
Our
guess.
storehouse lies across the bridge.
Red quest.
If you're short of supplies, you may find...
You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about?
That's me.
I wonder if you could help me.
With?
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him.
Okay.
He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Grand question, Clive.
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
I mean, okay.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics, so we
They're
always feel
here?
close to water like they are.
It does feel like we're
You
being
don't need
punked,
to go to the trouble
yeah.
of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
Okay.
2 basketfuls it is.
Okay. That's a little odd. We'll call that what it is. It's a little odd. But we'll do it.
Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back. Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you?
Seems to be the trouble.
If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to.
Okay.
She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that we'd fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce.
Gotta find your daughter.
Heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Oh, no, I couldn't ask that of an outsider unless. No, I couldn't possibly unless.
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit is she?
Aye, that she is.
So
Can't
free.
get her to sit still. Especially once you heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
Okay.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
I love how I said try not to worry, and that guy just, like, booked it. He's out. He's like, no! Gotta find her! I need some flowers, please.
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I feel like I'm being
Thank you.
punked here. I get the feeling that this is the only way we can use the blacksmith and the vendor in town, though, so we're gonna do it. But like,
Welcome to Haven, friend.
thanks.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have one, if that's any help.
It is. Thank you.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts.
Is it because they're blue like
Legend has it
Leviathan?
that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them.
Oh,
And
that's
as
far
they
better.
wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Cool.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavard.
Oh, this is another thing they added, by the way. When you finish a quest, you can just hold the start button, and it takes you right there. You don't have to walk. That was also part of the patch yesterday. You know, after I'd completed all the side quests in Final Fantasy mode.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
Here's your flowers, sir.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the 2 of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling.
I don't believe you.
Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, all right?
Sure.
All right.
All right, then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue.
There.
We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons.
Very pretty.
Remind us where
I'd like to have one of those hanging back here. That'd be dope.
Modes of water. Children of the sea.
Wait, I
That's
might actually
right.
have one of those.
The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course. The flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
I will. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
That was some spear of prey bullshit. No, bummer. Hey, hey! Enhances Titan's iconic feat, Titanic Block, making it capable to block attacks from behind, while restoring a small amount of the HP regain gauge. That is very good. That is very good. Haven Foundry now available. I can craft. What do you got? Avat?
Yes?
Yes. You ain't got shit. It's all the same stuff. The hell?
A good tide to you.
Hear me, my nice.
Thanks for the accessory. Hello.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka. I have, as it happens.
Where?
She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river.
Yep.
Nice little spot, that.
The problem is you have to get to the end game, and then you have to get Joshua and Jill back into your party. You basically have to complete, I'd say, 98% of the game.
Safe as you like.
So I mean, the answer is yes, but like, you don't have to beat Ultima. So yeah, you're good then. Yeah, you're good.
Have a look if you don't believe me.
I will.
This is a clear file. Yep, nope, you should be good. You should be good. Oh, Ruka, where are you? Found you.
They're not here either.
What are you doing?
It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
I'm in the village.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Yep. Caught me.
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
Good idea.
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Lie, Clive. Lie.
Everything might be a stretch.
Thank you.
Oh, you mean for a trophy, Ratchet, right?
Sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy,
It's like the...
did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the
Oh,
stores.
Lord.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Thanks, I tried.
Are we the only one she's ever met?
That you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip.
I hope we get to find out like why they have to hide
for the most part,
outside of, you know,
we'll make do with what we've got.
it being blue here
What the old North
and not
has
gray.
left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they're made for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing.
Fair.
That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back.
Right,
wife
that's
should be
fair.
free to assist you with any potential purchases.
Sick. Got the orchestrion rolls. Pretty much all I need at this point.
Do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
Attaboy, Clive. Bing. Let me guess, something for Garuda. No. A new crafting material. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Got stores. You got stuff.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back.
You're
I
welcome.
don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the
Nah, I'm good.
I can
I'm
attend
eating
to
them
any
dry,
other
just-
tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted? When you've decided what you want, just let me know.
That's just better. The Minwu Waistcloth, just 20 defense more. Sure.
Here you are.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Yep, we're just going to keep the pattern going here.
If you're sure you need it. Here you are. Then I bid you good tide.
Thanks. I'm going to go see if I can enhance those immediately. Because I bet you I probably can.
Yes?
No? Guess not. Or maybe I don't have the stuff for it yet. Rune belt. What was it called again? I've already forgotten. Minwu's. Yeah, Minwu's. No? No. No. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's already better. I'm not like trying to be greedy here, so. All right, that's all the side quests we can do. Let's move on.
How long do you think this bridge has been?
Glad I did all those hunts to get the Ouroboros armors.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Larry. I didn't even think about that. You're right. Because the whole Leviathan lineage is white hair, blue eyes.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
Silly Joshua. Haven't you learned anything? Whoa. This where Gojo from? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Where y'all going? Get in my tornado! Join him. You too. We did it! Levels are meaningless. Sitting over there thinking you can just like fart. And I'm just gonna walk. Final sting sounds bad. Don't do that to me. Tornadoes everywhere. You're not wrong. Damn, I'm about to grow a level. These things actually give quite a bit of experience. Okay.
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula.
In Dubai? No, I didn't.
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
Oh, really? That's too bad. Was there a lot of damage? How pretty this is, dude. That's dope. That's too bad.
Tonberries.
It's a tonberry!
Creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Oop.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
I kind of love these designs. Heaviest in 75 years, damn. I think it looks cool. I like it. No, don't touch Jill. The hell do you think you're doing, you little creep? Did you see that? He was just running over. He's just like, come here, Jill, I got a knife. Oh, man. Oh, probably, yeah. Cosmos have gone too far. Oh, God. God. I wonder what's on the other side. True. I suppose I shouldn't just watch him this time, huh? Damn, that was cool. When do I get that ability? That's sick as hell. What do you mean? Look at all the blue. I see. You're never satisfied. Devil, come on in. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Wah! Oh. Don't you do it. Don't tornado me. Valid. Bring his ass down! Whoop. Whoop. Have this tornado. I'll show you a tornado. Time to get. God, that tornado ability is just so cool. Oop! Ow. Sorry, my bad. Whee! It is a lot, yeah. It is a lot, yeah. Yeah. I don't have to use the big tornado, but I like the big tornado. You feel me? Plus, it's fun to like lift all the spiders off the ground and have them just fly around in the air. And you just watch them like this.
I can smell the sea. It's not far now.
That looks dope, man. I like that. That's cool.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north.
Babu.
There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cave.
What bridge? This overworld area is pretty too. I don't know if we actually need to grab these items or not, but like, they're there, you know?
About the ray of light.
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Okay. Just more wolves, right? Hey, that's new. We'll fight that. Come here, you!
I'll be back.
Oops. Correct. Bop, bop, bop. Down you get. In my defense, it's how very Final Fantasy would be. Thank you. This is the downside of using the tornado. I can't see shit. Boop. Boop. Goodbye. That's basically what I've been doing throughout all of Final Fantasy mode. Get its stagger meter up to ×2, use Sentetsuken, walk away. It didn't die, rinse and repeat. Do it again.
The child is bound within the surge. But you've
It's
yet to
very
tell us how we're meant
effective.
to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
Gotcha.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
I like it. Yes, I built this with igneous rock. Bless you. In we go. To the surge. I love how you started immediately defending it as if I wasn't going to believe you. Immediately. You were just like, it is though.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the
Oh, I
villagers
see.
often come this way?
I thought that was 2 exclamation points. My
Only
mistake.
me.
My mistake.
Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Walyus's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
God, can you imagine being frozen in time for 150 years? As a
Forest
baby,
grows quickly
you're just
here.
like,
Left unattended, the path would be
the whole time,
reclaimed in a
just
matter of
sitting in the same
moons.
spot. It's trying its best. Probably
Does the
the
light
probably the
point
latter.
to the
This looks crazy.
It does indeed.
Well, I can't open a map, so this is a dungeon. So guess you might as well get ready to fight. Oh, right, the active time lore thing. Active time tides. My mistake. Entries for the rising tide will now appear in the active time lore. If you don't recognize the term or wish to know more about the current events currently unfolding, hold blech. Walyus, current dominant of Leviathan, born into the family of the tributary of the moats of water some 80 years ago. 80 fucking years, dude. Soon after his birth and awakening as dominant, he was subjected to a sinister ritual in the hope of harnessing the power that slept inside him. Alas, all did not go to plan. Leviathan ran amok and summoned a wave that would have destroyed Haven, were it not for the second part of his family's plan, freezing the child and the world around him in time. Wow. Tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the moats of water. Desperately seeking a means to free Walyus from the prison created for him by her ancestors, she invited Clive and his allies into her hidden home. Though her strength may pale in comparison to that of her dominant guest, she's a skilled warrior in her own right, wielding both a weighty battle axe and the spells of a bearer. Yeah, the lore's super. This is probably one of the best features of this game. Lagoto, thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. One of the best features of this game, this active time lore, because you can go full in and digest it whenever you want to. If you're confused by something, you can just hold the button down. It immediately explains it. It's dope. It's dope. So basically, Vi, we are over in the northern part of the map that we thought was covered in blight, but apparently it's just been like magicked to make it illusioned, to make it seem like it's blighted. And this whole section of the map is like completely green. There's blue skies. And that's part of the spell too, is apparently the blue sky part. It's like a two-way spell. It blocks everybody outside from seeing it in, and then inside it makes it look like the sky is blue, is how I think it was explained. But basically we're trying to save the dominant of Leviathan, which has been frozen in time inside this surge that I'm about to read about. And that's the basic gist. A couple of side quests, nothing crazy though. Marvel Magic, we're in Wakanda. But honestly, not a bad comp. Not a bad comp. The Surge is a towering wave seemingly frozen in time for the past 80 years. Due to its sudden appearance off Mysidia's Cape Nepto immediately following the fall of Drake's Eye, scholars generally presume the two occurrences are related. According to Shula, tributary of the moats of water, the wave was not only summoned by Leviathan the Lost, but that the icon's dominant lies trapped within, victim of a terrible ritual that sought to harness his power.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
Yep. They realized they couldn't kill the baby, so they froze him in time forever.
There. Up ahead.
Benjamin Button, right. Damn.
down in the center.
We actually could have brought the Ifrit statue down for this. I didn't even think about that. I was just like, we can have Clive's little black and white glamour shot in the background. That'll work. Oh, it's so sad. What the fuck, dude? That's fucked up.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you?
Actually, how many has he actually killed? 3? Just 3, right? Garuda, Titan, and Odin. Yeah, that's it.
There was a way to remove Wallis's icon.
He's killed less than he has. Or he's killed less than he's actually killed.
It's hard to believe, I know.
He's got a winning record when trying not to kill people.
Though
it's closer to 500, but you know.
Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
Maybe, yeah. Knowing this video game, probably will.
It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering.
It's not great.
And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Yes. Yes. Jula, say yes.
Very well. Do what you must.
Thank you.
And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Oh, I guess I didn't consider that angle. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, I don't know, Vi. We were talking about that briefly. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to.
Let me bear the weight.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, this is bad. Torgal's just like, no, no.
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can
just playing with the sprinkler, right?
Inside me. But something's wrong.
Y'all should run. Y'all should run. Ooh. Never mind, we can fight that together.
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Right? Big open circle? Yeah. The power of water. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Leviathan's essence. Tuning with Leviathan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Cross Swell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Okay. Leviathan's feat. Leviathan's iconic feat, Serpent's Cry, can be used to summon to Clive's off arm a sea-spitting serpent Capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distances. It's a gun. It's a gun. Pressing square in this state will unleash a tidal torrent. Multiple bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back smaller creatures, while pressing triangle will fire a powerful jet of water, a tidal stream, at enemies situated just outside of melee range. Using these attacks will deplete your tidal gauge, I see that, becoming unavailable when the gauge is empty. The gauge will slowly replenish over time, but can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge, as well as earn unlimited ammunition for a short period of time. Tidal gauge is also replenished when successfully executing a precision dodge. That's good for me. While using Serpent's Cry, press R1 again. While dodging will cause Clive to roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. Cool. Tidal torrent can be used while rolling by pressing square. Nice. Only Leviathan's abilities are available during this battle. Oh.
Is that Leviathan?
No, just a nugget, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh, look. It has friends.
What is this? Deluge? Deluge? Oh. Dodged it. Okay. Pretty quick. Right, yeah. Yeah, these are all water types, so I'm gonna use my water type. Okay, that'll take some getting used to, obviously, but seems interesting. It's very different than the other combat styles in this game, because it's very range focused. I guess Bahamut's pretty close to that in terms of like being ranged DPS, but most everything else is like sword in your face. Doesn't do a whole lot of magic stuff in the back.
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
He's aware. Water type only.
I don't know. He's never reacted
for real.
to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but
Why is it not that simple?
there's more to this tale.
Should have explained it
It
before
would
we
be
left.
better if I
Tula.
explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets
Oh,
dark.
and it would probably destroy the village, huh? Because he already summoned the wave.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.
Yeah, it's a good guess. Flow! We've awakened the storm.
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it?
Nah,
Does it hurt?
nah. It lubed up. It's all waterified. We're good.
Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Okay.
Of course.
First things first, Shula. Leviathan channel. Tsunami. Conjure a whirling wave of titanic proportions to swallow up and spit out all enemies caught in the surf. Delusion, obviously the crossbow we already have. What is this? Abyssal Tear. Rip open a slowly expanding gateway to the murky depths of the sea, and when the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that hones in on nearby enemies. That kind of looks like, Tear size will slowly increase over time as indicated by an on-screen display. Tear size range increases from 1 to maximum of 3. The larger the tear, the more water will pass through during event. Executing a precision dodge while Abyssal Tear is active will increase the growth speed. Both creating an Abyssal Tear and executing vent can be done while in midair. That's dope. Maximum tear size from 3 to 4. Okay, that seems pretty good. These do not take a lot to master. So we're just gonna, oh, never mind. It does take a lot to master. 6,000? That's a lot. But we can upgrade all of this. And then we can upgrade the Serpent's Cry as well. Or master the Serpent's Cry. Which does... extends tidal gauge. Extends the unlimited ammunition period following a quick refill. That's good. Nice. All right. And then we're going to equip that immediately. And while it was fun using Garuda for a little while, we're going to switch over to Leviathan and play with the new stuff. And then I do want Will of the Wyke still, so we're going to have to figure out a place to put this. Maybe we get rid of these two. And put Will of the Wykes there. And then let's play with... what's the cooldown on these? Roswell, Deluge. I want to play with Abyssal Tear and Tsunami, I think. And then just to reduce the number of things on the screen, we'll we'll use something else on Triangle for the... I do want something AoE. So maybe we'll keep Mesmerize on for now. Just to have another AoE attack. Yeah, that should work. Tsunami and Abyssal Tear. Okay. Sick! Anything new here? There's something new at the forge. Check that real quick.
Look, Dad, the cherries back.
Should buy like all that. Yeah, I'm trying, Harley. I don't have quite enough ability points, but we got everything upgraded at least. Mastery will take a little bit, but I imagine we'll probably get most of the ability points we need while we play. It's not as good as Ultimate Weapon, but it's still cool. Hide Strike Reforged.
Flawless.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's not bad. I imagine we'll have to use it for something down the road, but Ultimate Weapon's stronger. See ya.
No sign of the child.
No sign of the child. That's because he's still there. I don't know if you all noticed the bright beam in the sky that's still there. I'd imagine that would be gone if we had the child. I don't think that's too far-fetched.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas,
I love the aesthetic of this little village. It's so cool.
Our forebears to commit such an atrocity.
Okay.
This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us
That's
here.
true.
After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm. Some
Just pulls out the gun, just goes,
170 years ago.
See ya.
But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
Briefly, not to interrupt, the make your own mother crystal thing was part of the Echoes of the Fallen DLC. So for folks that might be watching on YouTube, if you did not check out our Echoes of the Fallen DLC playthrough, that's here on the channel as well. And that kind of goes into more detail about like the making your own mother crystal thing.
As they were soon to discover,
Apparently, Clive thinks it's impossible.
Our ancestors,
even though we broke that mother crystal that they made themselves, but that's fine.
Could only find a strong enough heart.
Never mind.
A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak.
Did she have a glass eye?
Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left.
That's fucked.
Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan.
The facial structure and the hair kind of reminded me of Jill a little bit.
A new mother crystal, and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity.
Probably looking into it too deep.
Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the mother crystals.
Yep.
So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west?
Yes.
Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place.
Which means it's going to be overrun with monsters.
There are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
That's fair. That's actually
Then I
super
shall
smart.
stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Joshua should be able to handle it.
We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
Another side quest. Holy hell. I think it's a good spot for a break. I think it's a good time for a break. YouTube, you're not going to miss a beat. I'm just going to pause the recording here. Make sure you get up, get stretched, get some water. Thanks so much for watching so far. Like I said, if you haven't seen the Echoes of the Fallen DLC playthrough that we did there on the channel, I'll have that suggested at the end of the video as well, so you can just check that out as well if you're interested. That's also got a 4K upload, so if you're interested in checking out the high-quality upload, it's there for you so you can watch the entire Final Fantasy 16 playthrough, which that playlist will also be recommended at the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you back in a bit. YouTube, welcome back.
Easy to find. We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
Ooh. No. Sorry, can't do it. Can't or won't? Yes.
Hello, stranger. Are you a rider by any chance?
I am. What gave me away?
Oh, I can smell it on you. The scent of the stables.
Can I not shower?
And not just any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine gum.
Half-starved birds.
If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
Nothing but the best for my Ambrosia.
Ambrosia, eh? Pretty name. What's she like?
Well, she's tall and strong. And her feathers are as white as snow.
Right.
You're joking. You've got a white chocobo.
I do.
I have, yes. I suppose they are rather rare.
This I've got to see. Can you bring her here?
Ow.
I would if I could, but I doubt Shula's skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat, and he's ferried chocobos before. You could get him to bring her.
True.
It'd be perfect timing and all. He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak. I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. It feels a lot meatier than Echoes of the Fallen was, and it's actually got some lore stuff to it, which is fun. They're actually like explaining things pretty well. The area is very pretty. All the art is very well done. The music's fun, nice and chill. Very high fantasy vibes again. The village is, but this one feels more like you would expect in a D&D kind of village. It's nice. It's really cool, man. It's good. Solid so far, yeah. Very good.
I suppose it would hurt to have Ambrosia around. All right then. Where could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
Thanks, Manda. A bird of passage. Yeah, sounds good. Have a good day at work.
Oh, I never should have let him go alone. Ty, take me. What am I gonna do?
Tell me what your problem is.
You've got to help me.
I don't, but I will.
Shula said you were a force to be reckoned with. Are you?
Why do you ask?
Hey? Oh, sorry. I should explain. My name's Kitav.
Hi, Katav.
I'm worried about a friend of mine. He went into the forest and he hasn't come back. Would you help me find him?
Sure. Probably on my way.
I can try. Tell me what I need to know.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors cast to keep this place hidden, right?
Yes.
Shula told us about it, yes.
Right. So you know the cairns we use to maintain the spell? Well, it's me and my friend's job to maintain them.
I like the sweatshirt he's got on with the Mysidia flag on it like that. It's dope.
So your friend went into the forest to visit one of these cairns.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, that's right.
Okay.
He said he was going down to Father's Fell. There are 2 cairns out that way, one by the banks of the Swift Run and another near the Winged Wains, the ships in the forest.
Okay.
All right. How will I know this friend of yours?
His name's Nassef. He's about my height, but clean-shaven.
Okay.
If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged. I'll search the village, just in case anyone's seen him, and meet you back here.
Gotcha.
Very well.
We'll check those out on the way to the Megan quest.
One camera.
I imagine those are on the way, right? Yeah.
Ships. Another by the river. Better get moving.
Bastard things.
Throw the fish right
What's this side quest? Hello?
Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade.
I found it.
And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too,
But
this affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
I honestly don't know.
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what.
Okay.
The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
Oh.
All right.
That's something that I can do quickly, so let's do that now. Well, it's quick as of right now, until they tell me to go fetch something, but for now all I have to do is wrap around the corner and be like, yo! What's your daddy doing?
Do you need something?
I do, though not from the forge. Fannet asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything out
I
of the
love
ordinary
this
before
new
he
sword,
fell
dude.
ill?
It looks so cool.
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that.
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'll go and speak with him.
Yogi. First, I gotta talk to this person.
You one of the outsiders, then?
See.
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
Yeah.
Told I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here. Can you help?
Well, if you're sure that's what you want. The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do. Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
And where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay.
Uh-oh.
I'm told the world's changed a fair bit since then. Where do you usually get your stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too.
I have to go back to Martha's Rest for this?
Go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do other side quests. I'll be back though.
O ceaseless rill, guide thy bounty. Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Blazir, is it not? Pavard tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
I don't think he chose it.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Oh, I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods. Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go. It was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what. But he never told me anyway.
Well, that certainly does sound unusual. And it might just be what Fannet is looking for. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Oh, and when you say Talor, wish him the best from me, yeah?
Sure, we'll do. All right.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
Back to the healer. He's poisoned. Poison. She did.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything. Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive.
Bummer. I think it's poisoned. Rosfield, welcome on in.
The fisherman told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast, but never let on what exactly he was expecting.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Hope you're doing well.
The forest between here and the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Surely not. But then... I can't say for sure.
Uh-oh.
But I think Talor's illness might have some connection to the Tomberries. You may have encountered them during your time here. The small, scaly beastmen.
Time for a Tonberry hunt.
They may have caused Talor's illness.
I do. At least in a way. And if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work. Oh, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you go down into Father's Fell for me? There's an altar there. And if my fears are true, an offering upon it.
What is going on here?
Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's life may depend on it.
Very well.
Follow policy? I don't think so. I don't think so. Nothing that I've heard of. I can't believe there's... First of all, I can't even believe there's a follow limit. Second of all, I can't believe it's 20,000. That's so many people. That's so many people. We'll collect that when we get back. Let's go finish those couple side quests real quick. And then we got to make for Martha's Rest to do the other one.
Bastard things.
I guess going to Martha's Rest first makes more sense so we can have Ambrosia. Yeah, all right. I'll go to Martha's Rest first. Here.
We've got a few rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night?
It's been fun so far, yeah. I've enjoyed it.
Remember you? You're the one who saved Whiteheart. How's the old girl doing?
Swell.
She's very well. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the one who saved
Yeah, we're actually
her.
playing it on Final Fantasy mode.
Anyway, what brings you to the rest today?
I was hoping to purchase a Mimit gourd.
Wrong keyboard.
And I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that.
Just so happens, I've got a whole carload of the blasted things. Not a buyer in
Ooh,
sight.
interesting.
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favor taking a few off my hands before they turn to mush.
Thanks.
But just be on the lookout for wild birds, eh? Don't want them chasing after you like they did me.
Fair.
I will. And thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any friend of Whiteheart is a friend of mine. And in times like these, friends have got to stick together.
We certainly do.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. We were talking about that yesterday when we were playing
Wouldn't want to keep Anders' father waiting.
when we were playing No Rest for the Wicked. It seemed weird that they were bringing in a whole bunch of buffs to different damaging spells. And I was wondering aloud if maybe that was a result of people struggling with the DLC in practice. But yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Should be fun. I like a good challenge, as long as it's not unfair. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Yeah, me too. Like I said, so far it's been good. It just feels like an extension of the game so far, which is nice. I think that's part of the reason why I liked Echoes of the Fallen too, but it's a it was definitely a interesting super boss, and I feel like it flowed in the story very well. So now that people, when people eventually do get to play this on PC, having all these DLCs, it's going to feel very natural to have this stuff in the game. The issue that I have, as far as like where it's available at, is that it's at the end of the game where there's already a shit ton of side quests.
Come on.
Just in case I need to actually be on her. Yeah, I didn't think I did, but. Get everything you need.
There you are. And this must be Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
I have the mimic or two. Here.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry. You'll be all right.
Quay. Bam.
Well, we made it.
You didn't know? She is as white as snow.
You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could.
She's a warrior now.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need say the word.
Thanks.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
Ambrosia's just like, yes, I'm in. Let's fly. Jesus. 2.24 million in experience just to bring the bird over. That's a lot. All right. See if we can save Talor. I keep hitting R1 to call the Chocobo, like in Rebirth.
Run like the wind.
Gonna have to get used to that.
Before we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then.
Yeah.
I can walk from here. If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark.
Yeah, here we go. Look at them go.
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual.
Basically, yeah. Don't look at me. Look at their little hands, feet. That say super soak? Super soaker, it sure does. Excellent. Nope, missed it. Whoop. Got me whipped with that. Nice. It's very easy to hold things at bay with that weapon, though. If they're not immune to, like, knock-up effects, it's pretty quick. They look like they hold a grudge. Ha!
Let's see what's on this altar, then.
Let me guess. Talor's knife. Oh god, I can't stop yawning.
I doubt the Tombries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
That is a lot of Tonberry emotes. That is many Tonberry emotes. There we go. See, you can just fast travel right back. Super easy. Oh, man.
You're back. Well, did you find anything?
I did. This silver chain.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Worn by men of the faith. What's it doing here? And why would the Tombries be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tombries are.
Yeah, go ahead, because that doesn't make any damn sense at all.
On hatred and suffering.
Oh.
That if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
Wait.
So you think someone's put a Tombry curse on Talor?
I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale. But given his fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar, I don't know what else to think.
Does Talor have any enemies in the village? Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
Is it his friend?
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
I beg your pardon.
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your eye is nowhere to go but back to its source.
Gotcha.
You're saying he cursed himself?
Unintentionally.
In trying to curse another eye.
When my father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall on trading expeditions. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, He'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Grieger's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now. Let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Isn't taking the chain enough?
Thank you. I shall.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have this. We call it an adder stone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell. Stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise.
Cool.
If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested, like.
Fun.
I am, thank you. And I'll be sure to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
I have more questions than answers here. Serpent ring design draft, necessary for crafting the serpent rings, and then an adder stone. Serpent ring recipes unlocked. Whee! Here comes the tutorial. You've obtained the design draft for serpent rings, accessories that when equipped enhance Leviathan's iconic abilities. To create these items, speak with Blackthorn in the Hideaway or Pavat in Haven's Foundry and select the craft option. Please note that crafting them will require several materials found only in Mysidia, such as aquamarine. You've obtained an adderstone. Fired from aquamarine, adderstones will resonate both audibly and visibly with other nearby sources of the precious gemstone, making them invaluable in gathering the rare crafting material. Your controller will also vibrate when in proximity. Aquamarine is hidden throughout Mysidia, so make sure to check every corner of the region. But please note that some aquamarine locations will differ between action story focus modes and Final Fantasy mode. Of course. Yeah, I'm gonna play it on Final Fantasy mode. It's gonna be great. Wahoo! Stupid. God. I don't really use these accessories, to be honest. Like, cool.
Next time, then.
But I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for them. You know, you feel me? Like, I'm good. We already mastered or upgraded everything here, so we don't really need to look at the abilities anymore. Good there too. Okay. All right. Well, let's go down and grab these 2 side quest locations and then see where we're at.
Bastard things.
And once everyone left me in peace.
Ready, go?
Off we go.
Faster!
You deserve a rest. Well, here's the cairn.
Looks like a cairn.
But
no human.
Massive.
Let me guess. Monsters.
To the riverbank, then.
Oh, okay.
Who have we here? I'm looking for a man named Nassef.
Aye, I know him. Takes care of the cans. Wait, you didn't think I was him, did you? Sorry, mate, I'm just out to gym myself a few ibexes. What do you want with the lad, anyway?
His friend, Katav, asked me to look for him. Apparently he ventured out to work on one of these cairns and didn't return.
Well, that is a worry.
You're a hunter, yes? You must know the woods as well as anyone. Can you think where he might have gone?
There's a bridge.
Ooh, shiny.
Blasted thing got washed away a few moons back.
Vi, thank you for contributing to the Dyson headphones. I appreciate it.
But if I remember right, there is another cairn on the far side. Maybe he decided to visit that one while he was here.
Maybe. It's worth a look, certainly. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'll keep an eye out too. Perhaps he just got delayed or something.
Right. We're making progress. That's all that matters. We're making progress. Also, thanks, Hunter. We'll head that way, I guess.
This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
With an obelisk, too. Now we can fast travel. Alright. Where am I looking? Just in this area. I don't see a cairn.
Stay away, damn you! Hold on!
Cool. Damage.
You're finished.
That's a lot of damage for those auto attacks. They do like 1,600 each if you hit one target. It's pretty good. Nice, GG's. That's exciting.
Oh, thank you.
I'm the tributary's guest. And you must be Nassef.
I am? But how do you know that?
Psychic powers.
Your friend Katav asked me to look for you when you didn't return.
I'm sorry. I was so focused on attuning the cairn, I didn't see those creatures coming till it was too late.
How exactly do they work?
Oh, there are crystals inside. They're what keeps the glamour going.
Ah.
Should the ether cease to flow through too many of them, our shroud would quickly unravel. It's my job to
That
make
would
sure
be
that
dope.
doesn't happen.
I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. That's exciting.
Job it is, but you'll struggle to do it if you're dead. You need to take more care.
Yeah, no arguments there. The truth is, me and Katav usually work together, watching each other's backs like. But when we heard outsiders were coming, we split up to get
That's
the job
fair.
done
Yeah, it's
faster,
cool.
So things will be perfect for your arrival. Stupid, I know.
So you found him then?
Sure did.
Not before the local fauna did. My arrival seemed to put them off their dinner.
Mustn't have been hungry after all. Expect you'll be wanting someone to escort you back to the village then, Nassef. Woods are full of nasties today.
When you're next in Haven, be sure to come and see us. You saved my life. It's only right I repay you.
If you insist. Take care now.
Bet your butt. I'll be right back. I'll be there soon. I'll follow you back. Absolutely. Abso-stinking-lutely. Oh.
I thought I'd lost you. But you... Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nassef told me...
Yeah, that's the downside, right?
If you hadn't got there when you did...
Oh,
part of life,
doesn't
though.
bear thinking
Gotta
about.
keep moving.
All that matters is that you're safe. Far be it from me to tell you how to do your jobs, but don't go alone again.
Or if we have to, maybe we should think about casting the glamour on ourselves to keep the wildlife from spotting us. It'd take its toll, of course.
It is a lot of
the chainsaw
cutscenes.
having to weave
If
the
that's not your cup of
entire
tea, it
spell
can
from
definitely be
scratch.
a challenge
Imagine if
to
we
get
had
through.
do that.
I'd rather not. Would only succeed in adding 2 new piles of stone to the collection.
Your bearers.
That we are, thank the tides. The others can't attune to the crystals in the cairns the same way we can. Reckon this place would be doomed without us.
So, you do this work for the good of your people? Not because...
We're forced to. No. From what I've heard of the way things work on the outside, we were truly blessed that our rain fell here in Mysidia.
Yeah, no kidding.
Our people are few enough as it is. If we started turning on each other, kin against kin, over nothing but a stupid accident of birth, our days would be numbered.
They would.
Anyway, all's well that ends well, eh? Thanks to you, both of us lived to keep this place hidden another day.
The Spira style bow is getting under my skin. Don't make me turn into a conspiracy theorist. I don't wanna. Money. I don't know that I need money, I'll be honest, but...
And what are you two drawing?
But if you ever wanted to see a full, complete playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI without having to go through it yourself and the convenience of a fast-forward button, may I remind you that I have the full playthrough on my
My lord, may I speak? There is a matter with which
And we also have 19 inches of Sephiroth.
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so loud.
Something serious, then.
Yes, I think we might have company. I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you or your brother, so I didn't say anything, but... But the more I think about it, the more certain I am that the figure looked... familiar.
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside the wall who has found his way inside. Of course, it could just be my imagination playing tricks on me. I only caught a fleeting glimpse, and it might have been you or your brother. But if it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave now that he knows we're here. Would you go and see? Oh, he won't try to hurt you, believe me. Given what lurks in the forest, the only one likely to get hurt is him.
But I get the feeling that this is a boyfriend.
Whether the man you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means your people, or my people, harm.
Perhaps. Just promise me that if you do find someone up there...
Don't worry. I won't draw my sword unless I need to.
Thank you.
Yamila, this man you saw, might he be the customer you told me of?
I fear so.
The customer?
I'll explain later. Come on.
Okay. Yep. I'm getting used to not being told things until later, Helena. I'm sorry, I meant Shula. Sorry, I just blacked out and I thought I was playing Final Fantasy 6, or I'm sorry, Resident Evil 6 again. I'll explain everything to you once we get to the cathedral. I'll explain everything to you once we get past the cathedral. I'll explain everything to you once we save my sister. I'll explain everything to you once we get to China. It's like, dog, what? Sheesh. Explain everything now. Tired of this shit. Where you at, stranger?
A bottle. Breath of the arbor. Perfume from Sunbrag. Looks expensive, too.
Not a good sign. Right? Can you imagine?
Stop!
Ooh. Right. Yeah. Once you're unpacked and you got everything ready to go, come on downstairs. I'll explain everything then. Not until then, though. Uh-oh.
Hang on! I'm coming!
Your free time is invalid. What is up, my good bitches? Get out of the air!
Stand back. I'll handle this.
Kind of way. Whee! That is massive, dude. That is so fun. All right, I think I'm strong enough to fight the enemies here. I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. That was solid. 10 out of 10.
Are you all right?
I'm more than all right. I'm saved. Oh, I could kiss you.
Maybe you should introduce yourself first.
Hervey! I knew it was you. What are you doing here?
I came to see you.
Right.
Oh, my little canary. It's been so long.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
Who is he?
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
Oh, did she used to work at the Vale?
Clients. We spoke every night of our plans together. Whispered songs of love into each other's ears. And then you upped and vanished without so much as a word.
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family. And I told you not to look for me. How did you even find this place, anyway?
The flame of your love was as a beacon in the night that guided me to you.
Real answer, Romeo.
Hervey.
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you. Eyes like the ocean. Hair like the driven snow. The next moment, she and her companions were jumping in a skiff and sailing out towards the wave. So I, borrowed the nearest boat and started rowing.
It must have been Shula bringing us here.
They followed up. He followed us.
You rowed, founder knows how many leagues across the bay, simply because you saw a woman with white hair.
And as I did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue. That was when I knew for certain that my little canary was close.
Guy reminds me of the Duke from Moulin Rouge.
You come. You should have forgotten me, as I tried to forget you. I cannot leave my people, Hervé. And now that you know about this place, neither can you. We must return to Haven and accept my family's judgment.
I'm to meet your family. Oh, my little canary.
I have so many insults running through my brain right now.
Please, come and see me later. You did as I asked, and you
So
must
many
be
insults.
rewarded for it. But first, follow me, Hervé.
To the end of the world and beyond.
Trip him. Sorry.
You should never have found this place. How could I be so careless?
Don't blame yourself.
Yeah, honestly, like, I know that you're about to say, oh, don't blame yourself. No, it's not your fault. Anything could have happened. It's fine. No, it's okay. Like, no, it's fine. No, it's your fault.
Anything could have kept them.
It's your fault. 100%. 100%. Let's not get this twisted. Let's not get this twisted. 100%. Touch by simultaneously and pressing down. Sick. Oh, look at that. You can do like a little portrait mode. Well, that's cool. I like that. Ah! Hey! God, it's so pretty. They did such a great job, man. Oh, look, everybody, it's the eclipse. Anyway, back we go. Back we go.
Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive.
Not your fault.
You two met at the Vale, I take it.
Attaboy.
When I worked there.
Smart man.
Yes. To earn the coin that my people need to survive. Though Mysidia is our sanctuary, there are certain necessities that it cannot provide. And for that reason, some of us seek employment beyond the wall. Yet few are the opportunities for followers of a strange faith in a strange land.
And so you supported your family as best you could.
Did what you had to.
I did.
Not your fault.
And I have never regretted it for a moment. I found a second family in the Vale, and in the Dame, a second mother.
Like they gave this DLC a 3.5? You're kidding. For what? I don't even think I want to know. I don't know what could possibly warrant giving this a 3.5. Like, even if you don't like Final Fantasy 16. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're good. I was about to rant. That was not okay. All right, we're good. We're good. My retinas didn't melt. I got it now. We're good. We're good. See, I thought you said my retinas didn't melt, as in you were like staring at this review score, seeing 3.5 out of 10 and going, like, certainly my eyesight's wrong. We're good. We're good. I'm sorry. I'm good. We're back.
People in danger.
That was funny. I'm sorry.
I would be living a lie, unable to return home.
I need sleep.
What will happen to him now?
Damn.
Since our people settled in Mysidia, uninvited visitors have been few and far between, but not unknown. Explorers, survivors of shipwrecks, none lasted long.
I see.
Uh-oh.
That was before my time, you understand? I've never had to make a decision like this before.
I like her outfit.
Ymilla, know that I do not blame you for any of this. It was me who decided to make the trip to shore. Me who exposed our secret. This was my mistake, and I shall bear the responsibility.
Thank you, tributary. I only beg you to remember that Hervé means us no ill will. He's just a fool. A fool who loves me.
I will take that into consideration. But yours is not the only voice I must listen to. The whole family must be consulted. And it may take time for me to arrive at my decision. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
Of course, tributary. However long it takes.
By the time I'm done playing this DLC, I will be high on copium.
Thank you, my lord, for bringing us back together.
Yeah, it's a nice color. Looks good. Woo! We did it. Quest complete. Yep. I'm telling you, by the end. By the end, I'm telling you, it's gonna be for real. All right, so we finished up all the side quests. So the next time we come on, I am gonna stop here. I'm exhausted, y'all. I need to stop. We'll be heading to the Dark Gate. There's obviously a whole bunch of stuff to explore here. It looks like there's another area up here to go through as well. This is obviously a whole nother area that we can't get through yet, and down here as well. This whole spot that we haven't been able to go through. So it looks like this DLC is gonna be pretty big. So this may end up being this is gonna at least be 2 videos. I don't know how long it's gonna be for YouTube, but it's gonna be at least 2 streams. So, but we knew that coming into this, that this was gonna be a bit longer, and I'm excited to play some Final Fantasy 16. And it's nice to take a break from Rebirth and let some of the heavy stuff sink in a bit. Kind of think some things through as we're reaching the end game of Rebirth, and we should be back to Rebirth by Sunday, I imagine, though. YouTube, if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you watching. Hope you're enjoying a brief break from the 7 Rebirth stuff. Hope you've been enjoying the video so far. By the time you see this upload, you'll have seen episodes 7, so day 7 would have just dropped today. I think this will probably be out on YouTube tomorrow, but don't mark my words for it. You might not see this until the 22nd of April, but it'll be the 20th or 22nd of April, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, YouTube, and as always, we'll see you again in the next one. Have a great day. Bye!